Hey everyone, welcome back to Garnock Reviews. If you've been following my channel closely, you'll know that I do a lot of work with Mark Ziegler yacht sales. And anytime Mark calls up, the answer is always yes, I'd love to film the boat. Never know what I'm getting, but it's always a head turner. None more so than this. This is a 2009 Intrepid 430 sports yacht that was up for sale in Jacksonville, Florida for $385,000. Now this is somewhat unique for me for a boat of this size, but she's kept on an out of the water lift. So I can show you underneath, you can see the bow thruster, you can see just how good a condition the hull is. I'm always going to recommend to get a sea trial and survey from somebody far more technical and professional than me. But at face value, there's no obvious signs of any damage, any blisters, anything like that. And you also get to see the design of the hull, and this is what makes it an extremely capable boat offshore. The right conditions, this is going to hit speeds in excess of 50 miles per hour. You're going to be doing fast cruising of around 40 miles per hour. You got trim tabs as well as your trim and tilt on the outboards. You got underwater lighting as well. And these ones are powered by triples. This is the Yamaha 350 horse V8 engines. Now these are the C engines. Now if anybody that knows these engines well will know that the A series engines had a flywheel issue. The C engines not only have got that issue resolved, but they also have lifetime transferable warranty for the flywheel. So if for whatever reason any issues was ever to pop up, you can reach out to Yamaha and get it taken care of free of charge. The engines themselves have only got around 500 hours on the clock, and these are 2020 engines, although the boat's a 2009. Engines have been recently serviced, and this one is in turnkey, ready to go condition. The boat itself measures in at 43 feet in length, maximum draft of around 3 feet, and a beam of just under 13 feet. And the dry weight is somewhere in the region of 15,000 pounds. She's got 100 gallons of fresh water, 390 gallons of fuel, and 30 gallon holding tank capacity, making this a very capable offshore boat. Whether you're into fishing, whether you're into diving, or whether you just want to go for a nice family cruise, this one can tick all the boxes for you. And as I step on board, you'll notice that this one's got an extended bathing platform either side of the outboard. Makes it really easy to get on and off. And then you can also see we've got all those rod holders up overhead. I love the decking that's on this. For most of the time I was on board, I was barefoot. It's really comfortable to walk along. I love the use of space because you get the pop-out seats here, but if you're into fishing, you can fold those back up and you get more deck space. You get that side door access for landing your catch. You can also use that if you are into swimming and diving. It's an easy way to get back on board. There's plenty of different hatches that you can see on the deck. Sometimes these are going to be storage, but sometimes it's going to be a live well. Everything's so well thought out and designed. You can see the deck wash system that we have at the side. Plenty of rod holders through here as well. And the boat's just immaculate. You would never know this is a 2009 example. As I mentioned, when you start opening up these hatches, you can see just how much access you have. But look how clean even inside here is. The side of it's just shining. This boat just needs topped up with fuel, bring on your personal belongings, turnkey, ready to go. And if you notice in here there's a little bit of water in the bilges, that's fresh water because we hosed the boat down and cleaned the boat off, which is why the water is clear. But in here you get access to your bilge, access to your fuel filters, things like that. But I loved how accessible it was. And everything locks into place so that when the boat is underway, nothing's going to pop open. Plenty of storage. You can put your rods and reels in here, you can put ropes and fenders in here, cleaning materials, you name it. And before I make my way around the yacht, as I head over to the starboard side, you'll see that there's again more storage compartments in here. And again, just look how clean everything is, how deep everything is, and how much space that you have in here. So you can work out what you're planning on using this boat for, but if you're into cruising, if you're into fishing, you have got plenty of options. Space is always a premium on any boat. Now when you're making your way around, I really like the handholds that's in here. You don't expect that from a boat of this design. And speaking of not expecting it, this one's got like a flybridge up top, and I'll show you that in more detail when I get around the other side. But all that framework gives you something that you can easily hold on to. You've also got that guardrail on the outside, again making you feel safe and secure. And as you make your way up to the bow, not only do you have access to your windlass and bow lines and things like that, but there's plenty of areas up here if you wanted to lay out and turn it into a large sun pad. But you've got that safety guardrail right around. You get pop-up cleats. The pop-up cleats are great because not only do you not stub your toe, but you're also not going to catch any fishing lines on it. Right. And you can operate the windlass from here, but you can also operate it from the helm. And then for a 2009 boat, I think this one's got a timeless design. You would never know that's the age that she is, especially in the condition that she's offered in. And as I make my way back, this time I'll take you up and I'll show you that flybridge area. But beforehand, look at how clear that canopy enclosure is. I'll show you that from the inside as well. But you'll be easily forgiven for not knowing it was there. But up here you've got your rod holders, you've got your outriggers. This is one serious offshore fishing kit. You get your Starlink, so you're always going to have Wi-Fi and internet access. You can connect all your devices to it, smart TVs. You got your life raft up here. Nice. But the helm's conveniently located pretty far aft, and then that way you can keep an eye over the aft cockpit, but you can also keep an eye behind that, so you can always back the boat up and keep it on the fish. You get your Garmin multifunction displays, you get your trim tab, you get your engine controls, bow thruster controls, and then we do have seating in front, but you're going to get probably 3 or 4 adults sitting here in comfort. It's a great addition that you don't often see in a boat of this style. And then if we make our way back into the canopy enclosure, as soon as you make your way in, you'll see that this one's got a fridge built in here. That way you can always keep your cold drinks and refreshments close at hand. This is ideal for those that want to be outside in the aft cockpit, or those that want to cruise inside. And just like out the side, there's plenty of access hatches for more storage, but also just access to the bilges and the hull in general, so that way you can always maintain it and inspect it whenever you need. Now this entire enclosure is air conditioned. So you can keep all those canopy enclosures in place and you can make this nice and cool. You can remove them in sections, you can remove them completely. But that hard top's also going to give you plenty of rigid feel to the boat. So if you are going to take on rough weather or travel at speed, you're always going to feel safe and secure. You got a large bench seating area at the helm. You can easily fit 2 adults. But you got plenty of room for your friends and family to join you up here as you cruise. And then moving into the helm area, this one has got a full bank of electronics. Everything you could possibly need and then some has been included. And I normally just glance over these, but I want to really highlight just how much equipment is on board, whether that's looking at your live wells. You got the macerator, you got the bait well, the electronics themselves, you've got the hard top lights, spreader lights, cabin lights. You've also got the cockpit lights, you've got your underwater lights, you've got your saltwater and your freshwater pumps on here, and so much more. Moving on, you get your VHF, you get your fusion stereo. Again, you get those multifunction Garmin displays, really clear displays on here. You get your full engine instrumentation, your engine controls, your bow thrusters, your trim tabs. Down below you've got your windlass controls, more air conditioning vents, and then you get your autopilot. And notice you can adjust the angle of the wheel, so if you want to sit down or stand up, you can make that as accommodating as you like. And underneath the seating in the cockpit, there's even more storage here as well. Everything locks into place as you'd expect, but this is where they're currently keeping the safety apparatus. That way it's out of the way when you don't need it, but easily accessible when it is. And again, just look at all the speakers and look at all those air conditioning vents. This boat has it all. But if you think the outside's impressive, wait till you get down below. This is fully air conditioned again. You get a large double berth right on the bow, and I absolutely love those windows on the side hull. Imagine if you were to take this to the Florida Keys, over to Bahamas, somewhere you got that crystal clear blue water. Imagine waking up in the morning looking out and seeing that from here. I'm 6'2". I've got no issues with the headroom standing here. And then underneath the bed you're going to find storage. You can see those drawers in there. Being air conditioned, you've got a nice little saloon in here. You can always double those seats up and use them as extra berths. You got a small galley, you got a TV mounted up in the bulkhead. And then behind those sofas, you've got more storage. But everything's got that push button lock mechanism. That way everything stays secure while you're cruising. You've also got a large lip on a lot of these drawers and lockers, so that even when you do open the door, it's not going to fall out. And then on this side, you get your AC and DC controls and all your breaker panels, as well as your air conditioning units. And everything's clearly labelled and easily to identify very quickly. And then on the starboard side is where you're going to find the galley. So to start off with, I've got the electric stove top. You've got that sink, you've got countertop space, drawers down below. You can also drop that tap down and then you can close it off and you get more countertop space. You've got more refrigeration. But as you start to open up these different hatches and panels, you'll notice that there's even more options behind it, including this built-in microwave convection oven. And again, more storage, but notice the plates can't fall off the shelf. I've got that lip in place to keep everything safe and secure even when the doors open. Hinges the entire length so that way everything stays solid. And then as I mentioned before, you get that TV mounted up there on the bulkhead. You can adjust. It's a smart TV. You can connect it up to that Starlink. Watch all your Netflix. Or you can even watch YouTube and watch channels like this. Full height hanging locker space, cedar lined as well as illuminated. And then in this door here is where you're going to find the heads compartment. And I like the fact that this one's got a separate toilet and shower. But you've also got plenty of headroom in here that you can easily walk in and use either the toilet or the shower. Plenty of storage in here for your toiletries and personal belongings. And you do have opening hatches. That way, if you want extra ventilation, you can do so. With 100 gallon freshwater capacity, 30 gallon holding tank capacity, you'll be able to use all of this without having to worry about it. And finally down here, I also want to point out that not only do you have that berth on the front, not only do you have the saloon that you can convert, but this one's actually got a double cabin in here as well, which is like underneath the helm position. And even walking in here, we've got good headrooms. You got lockers and drawers in here. There's windows behind those curtains. This cabin is air conditioned. So you can easily sleep at least 4 adults in comfort. You get hatches overhead if you want fresh air and ventilation. I love the fact that this one offers as much capability for fast cruising as it does for offshore fishing. Not only can you take this further afield when you want to go and chase different fishing grounds or fishing tournaments, but you can also turn it into a family yacht. Not everybody on the family is going to necessarily want to go fishing, but they're going to enjoy cruising and spending time on the water together. As far as I'm concerned, that's what it's all about. I'm going to leave a link in the description to the Yacht World listing and also to Mark Ziegler's website. That way you can reach out and get more details if you're interested. But as always, I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments. If you can go ahead and leave a comment down below. If you haven't done so already, hit that like and subscribe button. It really does make a difference. And I'll look forward to catching you on the next one. Thanks everyone.